What's up, everybody? Miguel here, and here we are for another Safe Zone Unicorn Network video. Let's go. Hey guys, well, we just had the latest updates from Dragon Global and a specific webinar that it was related with the self-staking model that Anthony Norman did. Okay, guys, it was, let me see if I've got it here. Okay, no, I haven't got it exactly here. Let me just give me a sec here. So it was just give me a sec here, guys. So, guys, I went here to WhatsApp, and for those of you that don't know what's WhatsApp, it's our community, guys. I will leave a video for you to check that out. And here on the top, these are the updates from the May and June, the Rainmaker campaign, the Empower, okay, the YEM Empower campaign, and this was today's webinar. So the explanation of the self-staking model that they are delivering. Okay, I have actually went to the page that Anthony already told us. It's going to be the self-staking, but the page is going to be available only in the next few days. So this is, for those of you that don't know, it's our Likquid platform, where we will be able, in here and through our partner multi-wallets, be able to transfer our YEM, our assets, to the World Equity Expo, and from there do whatever we want, or sell it, or several things. So guys, I will leave you with the video from the self-staking model, okay, here on the Likquid platform. And guys, if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel, click the bell, turn on notifications so that you can get all of my videos. And guys, I will see you on very soon.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Likquid self-staking webinar. It is 2 o'clock, Thursday, June 3rd. Summer is coming very fast. Today we're going to do a bit of a different format from what you guys are used to. First of all, you're going to see my lovely face on camera, and that is because I'm actually going to make some practical examples that I talk about. Secondly, we are going to go through a practical application of the self-staking platform, which I think is very exciting. My name is Anthony Norman. I'm your host today. I'm the CEO of Dragon Global Finance, which is the banking and corporate finance partner of Pernam. We also operate the Likquid platform, which is obviously our focus today. I'm doing this recording webinar in Stockholm today, and we have a lovely Thursday. So moving on, today is a very interesting concept which is called self-mining, which we are launching now. And self-mining in essence means that you use an asset of any sorts, or most kinds, and that asset in itself, by staking parts of that asset, generate liquidity in the asset itself. Now, this has been designed to be a very universal toolbox. As you guys know, if you design something too flexible, then it becomes complicated. So it's always a balance act. But the very cool thing about this is that this actually allows you to generate liquidity in more or less any kind of asset. It suits most assets, but it's even better for a low liquid asset, which again goes very well with the ethos of Likquid.com. Also, it allows you guys to use your YEM, those of you who are holding YEM, in a very powerful way. So today I'm going to make a few very hands-on examples about this. I'm going to talk about the technicalities behind, so you understand the mechanics, and then we're going to talk about how you can use this. So, long and short, here you have the schematic, how it works. Now I'm going to try to reduce this to a very simple format. But to start out, I'm showing you, I've got this cute little laser pointer here. You have an asset, which could be a house, it could be a charity that you want to support, it could be a company, it could be shares. Could be a bunch of Apple stock, for instance. We're going to have a little challenge about that in the next coming days. And you own that asset. Now you can tokenize that asset and list it on the World Equity Expo. And what happens is we do a combination where the asset owner puts in what we call a founder stake, which is a small portion of the value. Then the liquid pool, we match that depending on how well it rates. And then we have a third party, which is a group of institutions who will match just as much, which means that you have a very strong trading power here, staking power as the founder, even if you only came in with this little piece. This means you generate a huge liquidity in the asset. Now, in this case, the institutions are making a very good profit per month from putting in the funds in relation to what they usually do. To an institution, and when I talk about institutions, I mean like a bank, a family office, an investment bank of sorts, to make, let's say, 0.5 to 1% per month on funds is a very good yield in a traditional sense. Now, in this case, this is far more profitable, but what they do is they will actually secure their stake against the YEM that is put into the asset, meaning, and they never have to have the funds leave their accounts. It actually stays in their accounts, which means that their risk is reduced a lot, but they do get the profit. So by doing this, we boost the staking power of the founders and the Likquid members, which means we pass on the profit to the founders and the Likquid members. The institutions are, let's call it cheap money coming in, but still in their world, it's a very profitable model. So this is what I like to see as a very universal win-win-win. And let me give you an example. And I'm actually reading from my cheat sheet. So, for instance, let's say that you want to, your company or you want to purchase a property. So basically, what you do is that the current owner of the property signs an agreement with a bond that we set up for you, which is held by a trustee. So we do a trustee arrangement, and this in turn is now being tokenized. Now the buyer, you for instance, who is setting up this bond, puts in the founder stake, which is a minimum of 5% of the value of the asset. Now what happens then is that this is put on the liquid market. The members, all you guys, get to rate the assets and say, this is good, this is bad. And this is where the founder actually needs to be very proactive in also promoting this. Now, depending on the rating, let's say it's a 30% score, okay? Just like crowd rating, we call it crowd rating. Then Likquid will match the founder stake by 30%. Now you have two components. Then you have the third party, which is this part, match staking. The institution will put in as much as these two, which means now you have a much stronger. Now, as these tokens now are listed on the World Equity Expo, every month from the trading, these tokens are bought back in cash, which means that the asset holder who sold you the property is getting paid in cash. And this is something that we are now providing you tools to estimate how fast this goes. Keep in mind it is an estimation tool. So it can be faster, it can be slower. So in essence, as the asset owner, once the program is completed, you've bought the asset for a fraction of the cost, say 5% or 10%. That's all you paid. The Likquid members then continue to make a profit from the trading and staking in the power staking program. So it's really a win-win-win-win scenario. And the beauty of this is it's structured in a way which is protecting all the parties, including the seller of the asset. So that is one example how it could work. Other example is, for instance, a share liquidity program. So basically let's say you own a public company. You want to improve the share liquidity in your stock, or you do the same thing, then You put in a pool here with assets, and the market making algorithm basically buys blind in the market all the time, which means that you're providing liquidity in the stock. Exactly same thing, same mechanics, different application. The third application is, let's say you want to raise funds for a charity. Let's say you have your local football club or a help organization. You do the same thing. You can actually gather people around putting in the founder stake, and then this actually starts generating a profit, paying the organization or the charity. So it's actually a very universal model. You need to see this as a toolbox that you can apply to more or less anything. Not everything, but a lot of scenarios. And again, if you want this to run faster, then you increase the founder stake. When you increase the founder stake, the staking pool from Likquid will increase, and the match staking from the institutions will increase. So by doing that, you can actually make this machine run faster. And this is what you can simulate in the Excel example that we also provide you with. It's very, very simple. I actually made a really cheesy, corny example here. I went to the fridge and I stole our back office team's lunch, Elizabeth here. She's pissed off with me right now. So basically I made a very simple example. Here's what we do. So here's a banana. I wrote an apple, but I didn't have any apples. This is the founder stake that you put in. Then the Likquid members match this. Look at this. They match this portion. Now you have a half a banana. It's nice, but then you have the institutions come on top. Suddenly, this is the whole trading power that you have out of having putting in this. That is how you put this on steroids. This is how you leverage it. So, a very cheesy example. I need to go out and shop some more fruit for Elizabeth, but I think you guys get it. So, that's how it works. It's as simple as that. So we're trying to do something very complicated, and we're trying to reduce that to a simple explanation, to a simple format that everybody understands. Now, how does this actually work for you? What do you do now? You say, okay, I like this, I want to use it. Well, in the next few days, we're going to launch a new page under liquid.com called self-staking. There will be a form where you can list in all the characteristics of your asset and how you want to do this. And we actually create the bond and a legal framework and send for you to approve. When you do that, you put your founder stake in, and we list the World Equity Expo tokens, and we start mining liquidity. It takes about 10 days. The reason is actually that it only takes us 1 or 2 days to do, but we can only launch new tokens in the platform every Monday. Due to the Korean team that are doing the actual tokenization. So this takes a little bit of time. So because of that, I'm saying about 10 days. Our ambition is obviously to do this faster. So on our self-staking page, we will have all the terms and conditions, how it works, the costs, etc. And the beauty of this is that this is now actually a way for you guys to list anything. Bring in your local companies, support your teams. I believe that this truly is something that is going to make us the world's largest investment bank, or at least investment power and market maker. And we actually unleash equity. This is why I like that term, because we actually unleash equity. We take it to the public. We give you guys the power to take these projects public. Could be your local crazy madman scientist that you want to support. Could be a medicine that you believe in. So this is really democratizing and bringing equity to the masses. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this made good sense. It was easier to understand, although I have to find some tape and put that banana together into pieces. Have a lovely day, guys. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we have 2 more webinars. One at 2 o'clock, which is the Empower team on the Power Staking Program campaign, which is putting in funds into the other side of the Power Staking. Tomorrow is also the first day where we actually handle profits on that. Thank you again for listening. Have a great day.